What's up, everybody? I just want to do a quick video here. It seems that apparently, according to @ravishing on Twitter here, that someone has been arrested outside of the Trump rally in Dallas. Said it was one man, a counter protester outside the venue, and he's wearing headgear, a vest, a backpack, had a gun on him, a breathing mask, and an aerosol can. She continues down here, shows some pictures. She said a local reporter had sent her. Looks like the mask and a few of his things, and then this picture here looks like the gun and a vest. Now, again, this hasn't been reported in the news. I'm not so sure how much something like this would be reported in the news. I get the feeling that a lot of this is suppressed by the White House. But I have to assume that this actually is real based on a few cryptic things that have happened this week. Actually, three. First one here is Nancy Pelosi. I mean, she's just losing it to begin with. But she pulls up her arm and says, "Oh, this is a bracelet. This is an orange bracelet made of bullets." And then says, "I told the president we're not going away." Like, that's very, very cryptic.
As I said to some of you earlier, this is a bullet. I was in Florida it was all over the country, but when I was in Florida, I received this from Frederica Wilson, my colleague. Bracelets are made with bullets in the color orange, which is the color of gun violence protection. I told the president, we're not going away.
Then you have Joe Biden at the debates. He slips and says, first he's like, "Oh, it's the most important thing that we remove the president." And he goes on the 17th and then catches himself and stops.
What I think is important is we focus on why it's so important to remove this man from office. On the 17th, look, the fact that George Washington worried on the first time he spoke after being elected president that what we had to worry about is foreign interference in our elections. It was the greatest threat to America.
So were they planning something tonight? I mean, look, this guy's got professional gear. This isn't some mook off the streets. You even got on part 3 of the Project Veritas video on CNN that came out today saying, "Oh, the only way it's going to go away when Trump dies, hopefully soon." Hopefully soon?
The Ukraine thing? Or just Trump in general?
Trump in general. The only way this will go away is when he dies. Hopefully soon.
You got Tom Arnold, big mouth Tom Arnold tweeting today, "Don't get too cocky, traitor. They showed up for JFK too." JFK, who was shot in Dallas, is exactly where Trump is speaking tonight. Did they know something we don't know? And he said Nancy had that meltdown the other day at the White House. But I mean, that's too many little slip-ups, and especially Biden on the 17th. And then he catches himself. If he would have just went with it, no one would have thought anything. But he so suspiciously was like, and tried to catch his breath. And then goes on to say,
the fact that George Washington worried on the first time he spoke after being elected president that what we had to worry about is foreign interference in our elections. It was the greatest threat to America.
I mean, is this guy senile? He's literally answering a question about his son making billion-dollar contracts with foreign influencers while he was the vice president of the United States. I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what George Washington meant when he said he was scared of foreign influence on the friggin' White House. Like, China giving your son $1.5 billion contract. What do you think they did at the kindness of their heart? Think they did that because he's so good at his job? No, they did that so they could buy the ear of the vice president of the United States. You think the $1 billion deal from the Ukraine was legit? That's just to buy political favors. That's why they do these things. Or what about Biden's brother getting a concrete contract out of Iraq for over $1 billion? I mean, who didn't have this guy's ear? This might be the most foreign influenced man in the entire history of the White House. And he's got the nerve. This is how he answers this question. But either way, something's shady. They are falling apart before our eyes. Now, talking about orange bullet bracelets, I mean, they call him Orange Man. That's literally what they do. And say, "Well, I told the president we're not going away." This bumbling idiot said, "Oh, the 17th," right after saying he has to be removed. I mean, CNN talking about, "Oh, hopefully soon," as if that's a possibility. And then lo and behold, some guy in professional gear caught outside of the Dallas rally on the 17th is arrested with a gun, a mask, and an aerosol can. I mean, is that a biological weapon? I hope everyone's paying attention to this. I mean, not you guys. I know you guys are. But I mean, I hope the general public is starting to see what the hell is really going on in Washington right now. What is really going on with Trump? Because this is just insane. But anyway, say an extra prayer for everyone in Dallas tonight and the president, because thank God this man was caught.